Yay!
Man, I don't even know these questions.
Yeah, if you don't know it, then don't ask it.
Anybody else but you.
Yeah, back in the game, in the west, running, doing laps in the lane.
What's up, bitches, and welcome back to From the Ground Up podcast. It is me, your favorite and highly your favorite and highly favored Mihaka, aka the Lunar Kid,
Double D's.
aka Mr. I Ain't Got Nothing, Mr. aka I'm still unemployed.
Woohoo.
Let's go.
Yeah, guys, here we have myself, aka the real favourite host, Bells, aka the Someone Hot Wheels right here, aka
Yeah,
Golden
Hot Wheels.
Wheelchair.
Let's go. What's up, everyone? It's your girl Nibs, aka your girl.
Yeah.
We're gonna get better at that because if not, they're getting cut. No. And today we are in Greater West Barbers. Shout out to Greater West.
Shout out.
If you want your hair cut, I just said that real slow, wow. Yeah, for any fades, come down, even braids, get down to Greater West Barbers in Ropes Crossing. And today we have a special guest, too, actually, from our business, Joy Inside. Let's go.
Yo, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
They are very nervous, but we are so happy to have them here.
For sure.
For having us.
No, thank you
That's
for
all.
coming. So we're just gonna run through a little icebreaker.
Oh, yes.
Yep. So get this started. So let's go.
Just want to introduce yourselves?
Oh
Got
yes.
any AKA?
Yeah, these are the AKAs.
I'm Bucky.
CEO.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Where's the boss lady? Where's the boss lady? Can I hear it?
Bucky and
I'm Richie.
Nice.
AKA CEO, AKA they bought all the goods today.
Yes.
Yes, can you just,
100.
before we jump into our icebreaker, can you like say who you've bought along with you?
yes, we bought some treats from Lettuce Slices,
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out.
Valentine's drops, some vapes from Cracker Vapes on Instagram,
Yep. Go follow them.
and some G-Code shirts.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, all right.
I'm like, give my shirt. I should have worn it. I'm like, I should have worn mine.
We'll pop up everybody that we've mentioned just
Yes.
then. Okay, so we're going to go into our icebreaker, and these two are going to battle it out to see who's the
Yes.
best CEO of Joy. All right, okay. Which ocean surrounds the Maldives or the Maldives?
South Pacific.
Oh, nice. All right.
The ocean.
Yes, you are correct.
That keeps us together.
You just want to give it another try?
No.
Next question.
What
was it?
Mihaka, we said no geography.
I'm sorry, I just like to challenge bitches. Okay, so the next one is, who was the lover of the Roman known as Mark Anthony? Anthony?
Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, no, like the Roman back in like...
Back
Before J-Lo was born.
before she had how many marriages? Way back.
And all the nip tucks.
Oh
But
my
yeah, we're
gosh.
thinking Egypt. Very like...
Cleopatra.
Yeah!
Oh, yes. CEO, what's going on, right? All right, we got one, and then we have Neil.
Okay, which word can be placed before bottle? Okay, no, I'm cutting that one. 'Cause that's too confronting. No, I'm kidding. Okay, name the fictional character whose household duties did not prevent her determination to dance.
Cinderella.
Yes!
Oh, nice. Been practicing. Come on, do something for the Aussies.
You have a new AKA.
Was I leave the Cinderella line? Inside the house before dark.
She's going to turn into a pumpkin. All right, here's another one. Name the stringless fictional character created by Carlo someone over 100 years ago.
What?
Like a puppet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know his face, you know. Oh. The boys have got this one.
Dude.
Start with P.
Peppa
Yes.
Pig.
You are correct. Yeah, 1 all. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't even know these.
Please don't ask.
Okay. Which type of entertainment has cars but no roads, curves but no figure, and white knuckles?
What the fuck?
Think of like rides.
Cars on the roads.
Yep.
And what was the other one?
Yeah, we'll just cut that. Don't worry. Okay. Here, I don't know any questions. I'm bad at this.
Oh my gosh, no.
These questions suck, guys.
Wait, they do. If anyone's got questions, send them in next time. Shit. All right.
Okay.
Okay, which Mexican artist produced works entitled The Broken Column and Diego and I? She has a mono.
Oh, yeah.
This is so bad.
We'll cut that one too.
And cut that monobrow. No.
Who is it?
Frida Kahlo.
Oh,
The mono.
Okay. Okay, last point takes all. Last question,
Yeah.
okay? How many sides does a hectagon have?
6.
8.
Did you say hectagon or-
Higher.
12.
Heptagon.
Oh, where?
12.
Oh.
My God, you're right. Come on, last point takes all for the boys.
15.
Oh.
Close, close. We're getting there.
16.
Oh.
20.
Oh.
18.
17.
Yes. The girls won.
Got to keep it humble, eh? Got to keep it humble, bro.
Do you want to jump into it? How you feeling?
Nervous.
Just want to eat.
Because here we are snacking. Okay, let's jump into it. Yeah. Okay. So do you want to just give the audience a little bit of a background about yourselves and what you do?
So make gift boxes, kids party favors, gift boxes for all occasions, and favors, baptisms and stuff like that.
Nice.
And how did you like start getting into this? Like, was it a hobby before? Or?
Oh yeah, since I was little, it's all I wanted to do.
Oh, no way.
No.
No,
Oh, Cinderella story.
I think when COVID hit, we wanted to start something, and then he came up with the idea that we'll make personalized bongs. And
Bongs?
yeah.
yeah.
Right, are we talking about the same kind of bongs?
Yeah.
That exact.
Oh, nice.
But
That's
yeah.
different.
That's how it started.
So
We're
yeah,
planning to sell personalized bongs.
Nice.
we wanted to put like the areas and stuff on because it was so big at the time.
Oi, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he contacted a supplier and they said that we wouldn't receive anything till November.
Oh, wow.
So like, okay, next.
Yeah, next one.
What made you want to do bongs?
Everyone's a pothead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oi, it's
Selling
Yeah.
people smoking pots.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
We
so
I mean,
true.
we were on it for
Yeah,
a
we
while.
were. For a long while.
Yeah. But we've been off. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and then it came to my son's first birthday, and I didn't really know a lot of small businesses that was doing kids party favors and stuff. And then and then I started off with buckets that I made for my son's first birthday, and and then after I posted up photos from his birthday, then my cousins and stuff, my girl mates were like, "Oh, why don't you start a business?" I was like, "No, can barely keep up with my 4 kids."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, come on, you don't know where it would go." I was like, it's gonna go nowhere. It's like, just stop. And yeah, I just got sick of them asking. So then I said to him, I think the more I kept saying no, the more I kept thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna do it. And so then our first drop was for Father's Day last year.
Yes.
Nice.
How
And
did
how
that
was
go?
that? Yeah.
Oh, busy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was crazy. We hardly slept that week.
Yeah.
And I always say, I'm the one that comes up with the target amount of sales that we're going to make for any event. And then once we reach it, I always say yes to everybody.
okay.
To more? Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And then, but then I just stress myself out.
Yeah.
So you both do it?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
comes up with the ideas.
I come
do
up
all
with
the
the
work.
ideas, he packs.
Oh, nice.
That's the
Teamwork.
CEO.
He's not going to let go of that one, guys.
Hardest worker.
And at the start, I hated him putting in any input because I already had a vision in my head. I was
Yeah.
like, no, that's not what I had in my head. And he's like, but just try. I'm like, no. And then, but then he helps me a lot with packing and coming up with ideas and all the admin stuff and things like that. So,
Nice, that's cool.
yeah.
How did you
yeah.
find? Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
How did you find that blend of like having his input? Because I know, like me and James, we've wanted to start something, but we have we're very strong in our decisions, and I don't want to meet in the middle.
I'm you.
Right?
I've just learned to say yes and keep walking. Okay, we'll do your idea.
Not.
And then-
No.
But, you know, I don't know. I think because we've come so far and we never thought it would be where it's at now.
Yeah.
Like I said to him, I'd be happy if we got like 4 orders a fortnight or something. you
Yeah.
know? And then it's just been nothing. It's been
Crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been so
Yes.
busy. And we've just, I don't know, it just happened. We just learned to work with each other.
Yeah.
That's so
As
good.
time
And
goes
just,
on.
just having an open mind that I have to, like, you know, share.
Share more ideas.
Because he's going to help me pack.
So, how do you both like do it? Like, do you take all the orders and then he does all the packing?
Yes, so I take all the orders and I do the running around to go grab stock, and then I'll show him how I want it, and then he'll say, okay, maybe you
Then
should
I'll
change
change
it.
Yeah.
And then I'll duck out to the shops or something, I'll come back and he's like, oh, look what I've done. I'm like, that's not what I said to do. He's like, "But so
Do your
what?"
thing
I'm
was all-
"Yeah." But they wanted what was in the photo. It's like, they will like this. And then I have no choice but to go there because time is going.
Yeah.
And then when I go give it to them, they always end up liking it anyway.
Oh,
I'm like,
nice.
Nice.
your idea was nice.
Do you remember the first amount, like roughly, on
Yeah.
the Father's Day?
Yeah, it was like,
We said that
We said do
we
10?
said we'd do 30, and then it went from 30, and I was like, okay, it's still come. The orders are still coming through. We'll push it to 50, and then it came to like over 200.
Over 200. Wow, that's
That's
so
so
cool.
I
cool.
think it was like just under 220,
No way. Did you ever expect like that kind of number in your first
No.
run?
and then
No.
not even for the price because it's
Struggles.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
That is so good. So,
30 to 20.
do you charge for delivery as well? Like, do you go and deliver together?
Oh wow.
we're still working on that.
Yeah.
Now we're too
Now I'm
generous.
starting to
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we-
charge, but yeah, for ages my family would just call me Relief Society. They were like, change your name now. And then I'll ask like my brothers or someone to help out with delivery, and they're like, oh, is that delivery fee? I'm like, no. They're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? But yeah, I think because our main target was for families, and for single mothers to create boxes and stuff that would still be affordable, no matter what. Yeah.
Nice.
And so, and then even with payments, I never ask for full payment unless they offer to pay in full.
Yeah.
Other than that, I just let them pay it off, and
Nice.
as long as they still get to, as long as they still get to get their gifts.
Has
Yeah.
anyone not like paid the full amount?
Yeah, they always.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. We like
Good
that.
customers.
That's so
Yeah.
Have you ever had an experience with a bad customer? Or customers that have
You
given
can say names.
Addresses? No.
Like, how do you handle that with customers? Yeah.
Just leave him on scene.
Not really. We really haven't had a difficult customer. Hey, we give them so much notice. We tell them that they can give us their IDs or anything like that, and any changes and stuff. But I think at the start, because when they would ask for a box, I would already have an idea in my head of what I want for them.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the boxes, they just give me a rough idea, and then I just put everything together, the rest
Nice.
together. Yeah. So then when people started requesting for certain things, I was like, no, like, why? I'm going to do your box. That's why you came to, because I'm going to put your box together. But other than that, no, we haven't had any really difficult customers. Or
That's good. I mean, it must reflect on you guys, like how good of a business you guys are.
yeah.
And like from what you're saying to us, like,
It sounds
wow,
so
you
good.
sound real good.
No, and I think we just keep an open mind that everybody goes through something in their daily lives and stuff. So,
Yeah.
you know, we're not like some $1 million business to be cracking down on everyone or anything like that. Like, we go through stuff ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Has what's the like most difficult request you have got?
Oh, yeah.
Like custom
good
orders.
question.
I think when they want certain branded stuff and then their prices, they have a
limit.
budget.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
like-
then we'll just change it and then we'll just tell them to pay for the stuff. We'll just
Oh,
charge for
nice.
like labour.
Yeah.
Big teddy bears.
Yes. That I'm never going to see.
Oh yeah. By the way, so she wants a Louis Vuitton bag.
Happy Valentine's. We actually got it over there for you.
Dewey, or did he forget it?
Come with the 4 kids inside.
You want to
Kmart
talk about
brand.
your kids? How old are your kids?
Our oldest is 6, turning 7 this year, and our youngest is 1.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow, nice. Any room for more?
So you got 6, 4, 2, and 1.
Oh, nice.
So how do you balance everything out with your kids and your business?
We don't.
Yeah. Nice.
We
Honest
don't.
answers. We like that.
We love honesty.
You gotta have good babysitters. our mums help us.
Oh, shout out. Yes.
Yeah, our mums help us a lot with juggling our orders and stuff, and they're excited for us, so they get excited to see the finished products and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like that.
They help a lot with our big orders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because you were saying that earlier that when you have like really like a busy time, like a lot of people help out.
Yeah. So our first job for Father's Day was we planned that we were going to pack it ourselves. We ended up having my mother-in-law, his sister, my parents, and then it was just everybody involved with deliveries.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
I love the
delivery-
support.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
good.
Deliveries was everywhere. It would be to Campbelltown, then to Mount Druitt, then there was a delivery to Manly.
Wow.
Shit.
Yeah, and because I just say yes, 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 and it's okay. So then that was crazy, and then it was just
It's like
flat out in December.
It's like a family business.
Yeah,
Man.
Yeah.
it just got worse
Just
in
two
December.
CEOs.
Yeah, it got worse in December. We said that we wouldn't never take on this many orders again, and then come December,
Yeah,
It was flat out.
yeah,
it gets like that. Like even myself with doing the clothing,
Yeah.
I always have to cut it off,
yeah.
and I always get in trouble because I keep extending it. No, don't
Yeah.
support us. Like,
Yeah,
let's
that's
go the
it.
extra
He's
mile.
He
Yeah,
said we're gonna stop at this number, and then he just took another 10. I'm
Yeah.
like, but they want to buy like it's slack.
yeah. But I think it helps in the end anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so cool that hearing the amount of support you guys have gotten since the start,
Yeah.
especially them trying to push you to do it.
Yeah, honestly, and then even with a lot of our customers, they're all our close family and friends.
Yeah.
They come to us for everything, and we honestly appreciate them because
Yeah.
they get our name out there so much, and then just supporting us and being there for us, and they're all foreseeing us to just get better and better in time.
Yes.
So when we get an order, especially when it's from family, it always hits different for me. I'm so emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always like, oh my gosh, she's
gonna-
crying
she's
again.
gonna
Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, they just made an order for how many boxes? And then he's like, why are you crying? But, you know, I always tell him, I'm like, you're not going to know until you're the one taking the orders and have to do all the admin stuff and
Yeah.
you're talking to them. You just feel the love and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Can't
I
do much
appreciate.
when you just packing.
First CEO, you know that packs.
I'm the CEO of packing.
How is it with your customers when you do deliveries? How is that? Like having that cross paths with them?
I'm so thankful that they're so patient.
Yeah.
And they all, majority of them all know that we have 4 kids, and then we're pretty much the ones packing and then delivering. If it's not like a big week for like Mother's Day, Father's Day, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Every other week, if it's a big order for a normal weekend, they understand that we've got 4 kids and everything like that. But so when we're late, we're so grateful that
They understand.
Yes. Or ask for a refund. But yeah, no.
But when we're late, we're late. 3 hours late.
Oh, we know as well.
We're always late. Oh my gosh. Even today I was like, hey, can you just come a bit later, please?
No, yeah,
Specialty.
no, it was all good.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Have you lost a customer or kind of got a bad review from like any kind of mistakes, whether it's late or missing
No.
something in the box?
No, luckily.
Nice.
Yeah.
They will write to us, and I would always ask for them, and I'll tell them, just please tell me your honest feedback, because you're only going to help us to get better next
Yeah.
time.
Oh, I love
And
that.
stuff. I'm like, I'm not going to cry, just tell me. but no, they would tell us if there was something missing, or if they thought that there would be more of something or less of something.
Yeah.
But and that was at the start, so we've tried to work a lot on that. Like, shout out to Mele Maya.
Oh, shout
Shout
out.
She was our first customer to order for goodies boxes. For the kids for her son's birthday, and that was the same week we were doing the Father's Day boxes. So it was just crazy, and I always said, "Oh, I'm not gonna charge so much, or I don't want to be like those places they have a box and it's just mainly full of shredded paper and then like
Yeah.
five lollies.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know.
We love that.
Yeah, no. Well, guess what happened? That's what happened.
Yeah.
And she came to pick up the boxes, and I didn't even think anything of it. And then she got home, and I asked her, "Is everything okay?" And she's like, "Sis, I'm not trying to
Put you down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like, "Please, I'm only telling you this because you asked me for my honest feedbacks." She's like, "I thought there was going to be more lollies in there."
Yeah.
Okay.
She showed me a picture. She took a picture. By the time she got home, all the shredded paper and the lollies were all on the floor. There was just an empty box. It was, and then I cried. I felt so bad because it was the first time we were doing that order.
Yeah.
So then the next round, we just scrapped the shredded paper and then we just
Just
packed
filled
it
it
up
up.
with all lollies.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Because it was the only way it was gonna stay.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good that you have a relationship. Like
Yeah,
that
with your customers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes he gets annoyed because he'll get up in the middle of the night and I'm still talking to customers. But it's not even to take orders. I'm just checking on
Like
them.
us, I
On their
swear, we
daily
could
lives.
talk for ages. Yeah.
And if they don't cut it off, I'll just keep going.
Yeah. So, how did you get your name, Joy Inside?
Yeah, a lot of people ask. When I decided to start the page, I just kept Googling stuff because I didn't want to name the page after myself or like boxes by Bucky or boxes with love, because it's so common.
Yeah.
And then
That's so
like
true.
happiness inside. Yeah, and then there was I just typed in synonyms for happy.
Yeah.
And then joy was one of them. So
Yes. It just rang bells.
yes, I was like, yep, that's the name.
Did you have any other names like that you were tossing between? Or
She just chose it.
And then I come back to him with the plan. And I don't accept his input. I remember, like he's like, "Oh, let's do like a box, like one named after each child."
Oh, cute.
nice.
Yes, and like one of our kids. I was like, "That's so Islander." And he's like, "No, it's not. It's different. Nobody else is doing it." And I'm like what? And he's like RLA's box. I was like, no. and it wasn't like, it's not anything personal. It's because my dad has a business and he supplies schools, hospitals, restaurants in Tonga with cleaning products.
Oh,
wow.
And for years now, and he named one of his products after my mum, like her
Oh,
short
cute.
name. And I was like, oh no. So when I was like, oh, you just remind me of my dad. Yeah, so
But see, it was a good idea. You guys think it's a good
I do. Yeah, I'm like, I do.
but I think it's just because
Yeah, but I get it. Yeah.
I think I'm like caught in between because I think that's cool as well. And then when you explained it, I was like, will you ever like have like children's boxes that are like named after your kids, or is that a fat no?
Don't keep talking about it. It's gonna happen the more we talk about it.
He's like, yes.
They'll probably go back to the bong business and name.
That is so funny. Like I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Yeah, neither. And
Smart.
like, bitch, like we should have thought of that
Because we knew a lot of people that smoke.
Yeah, even when, like, I would always go over to Florence's house, the one that makes slices.
Shout out.
And I'd always say to her, I wish I could cook something. I'm not a kitchen person. I wish I could make something to start something. And she's like, don't worry, one day it will come to you.
Yeah.
And then, and I never saw this coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much orders you reckon you guys have done all up?
December on its own was over 300.
Wow. On its own.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then there was the 200 and something in September for Father's Day.
Yo,
Shit.
the low key flex. 300.
But our most popular box is the kids' goodies boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So everyone get your orders in.
That's what took.
That's
a
the
lot of
kids.
That's a
orders.
lot.
Yeah.
Kids are the good market.
There's so many. Especially during COVID. Everyone had babies.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have birthdays this year.
Yeah. So hit them up.
Joy inside.
Yup. Have you ever had any big arguments, like during like
Me and him.
yeah, like, since you started?
Who this guy?
And what was it about?
Not really. Hey.
You're good.
Tell the truth.
Am I allowed to talk about it?
Are we still going to be married? No, not really big arguments.
Our biggest arguments is you driving.
Oh,
That's the arguments.
Like driving each other crazy? Or?
the deliveries.
Oh,
For
yes.
free.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I'd be out driving till late at night and then come back and then got to get up early for the kids and then the day starts over again and packing more orders. And I was still like, no, it's okay. We can deliver your box.
She takes the long ways.
oh, yeah.
She doesn't take
yes,
M5,
those arguments.
M7, M4.
Oh, no
We are the
tolls?
same.
Yeah.
We are the same. Yes. I could never, because bitch, I can't afford it.
That's where our big arguments is. And then it's to the point where, like, you know what, I'm getting out of the car, you go drive.
You gotta do all the orders.
And then
When she comes to Mount Joy, she like goes forever.
The long paths.
yeah,
Like, I'll come. I'll tell her, all right, we'll go this way. I'll come
on
M7,
the motorway.
Yeah.
M7 and jump off at
I
Richmond
have
Road.
anxiety attack. I
Yeah.
can't do the
She goes to
motorway.
Parramatta. Great Western Highway.
Go Western.
Yeah.
That's you.
And he thinks I don't know, but I know. And every time we get close to the motorway, he'll just start talking like,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh yeah, just turn left in here, just go straight down there. We'll be there in 10 minutes. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm on the freaking motorway. I hate having to speed.
Yeah. That's me as well. But-
I'm like, are you sure? Didn't you get a ticket?
Not for speeding.
Yeah, that would probably be our arguments. And then at the start, it was just me taking on more orders than I said I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now I just think I'm like made of steel that I can just take on however many I want.
We like that. Yes.
Do you think, sorry.
No, you go.
Do you think like you saying yes to a lot of the orders, do you think like that it'll ever run out? That's why you keep saying yes?
Nice.
I think at the start, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, we just started, just take on. If they don't
Whatever
come to us,
we
they're going to
can.
go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then now, no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've built up that loyalty
Yeah.
with everybody.
Yeah, that now I'm like cheering if we get a free week.
Yeah.
You're like, yes, no orders.
I can just be a mum.
Oh,
Yeah.
love that.
So,
And where's the biggest support coming from at the
Nah,
moment?
I was about to ask that.
literally, our family.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all,
All of over here, Better West.
yeah, we have a lot of our regular customers are out here in Mount Joy area.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mount
You
Joy.
heard it here.
Yeah, it's like 80% of our.
No way.
Yeah, we're driving
Damn.
out here. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Shit. Yeah, let's get those deliveries. Like, pay for the deliveries, guys.
Yeah, pay for all of them for those tolls.
Even when we would offer delivery, they would offer to pay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so
Oh,
cool.
nice.
And if I'll just say no or whatever. They would just give cash when I get to.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
they just chuck it.
nice.
Yeah.
What houses were this that? Just chucking cash out, everybody out here. I need to meet you.
Because no one's chucking cash out anywhere.
Do you know our sponsors? No.
Yeah. So I think I prefer to not charge delivery and then they just do it out of their own will.
That's so good.
yeah.
Good on you.
Yep.
He's like,
But no. Because like you're driving there on E and how you
Oh, I love that.
And have you guys got any, like, do you get a lot of tips? And what's your biggest tip you guys have received?
I think it was 150.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Also, his address.
The first time was
Damn.
$100 and their
Shit.
box was
It was $100.
Yeah.
So they paid $200 for their
and
box.
yeah, and I got to the
way.
yeah.
I love
And how what was your guys' reaction?
I was shocked. Yeah, I was telling him to take it. It's too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would have done the same.
it was suspect.
Like I would have said the same.
We made
But
it.
in my head, I would have been like, "Got any more?"
oh, it was suspect.
It was suspect.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it was delivered to his house. I was so shocked. Yeah, and he was like, "No, we want to support the business," and we just started. Yeah,
Nice.
so that was a big shock.
Shout out.
Shout out. We'll see you soon or so.
One of those, did he give it when you dropped Capiso off? Because you didn't tell us.
Just shook my hand.
Are you now sharing your tips with Mike and Alex?
No.
I'm dead. Nice.
That's so cool to hear.
Yeah. Who else? Do you know anyone else that does similar to what you do that you've crossed paths with?
So many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was your relationship with them?
Fine.
Yeah.
But
Fine, all right. Get off my back.
Fine. They all taking my stuff.
no, it's fine. But I found at the start, I've built a relationship easier with non-islanders.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I'm not saying anything bad, like I'm sure
No.
everybody knows.
Yeah.
It's everyone has it in their own kind. But sometimes I'd feel like they're giving me the cold shoulder.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, bro, there's enough people in the world to
Yeah.
make money. Like, why are you even worried?
Yeah. Do you want to say their name?
I'll start. But yeah, and then I think once I kept talking to them more, then I think they realized like I'm not here to copy your stuff. I'm
Yeah.
just out here
Yeah.
to support. If you need help, I'm
Yeah.
down.
Nice.
If you need help with suppliers, I'm here. Like I don't care.
That is so true. Like
Yeah.
I can speak for myself. Like I feel that from a lot of other people that are kind of in the same realm
Do
as
you?
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I'm not going to say who.
Yeah.
On camera, I won't. But like, that's how I felt. Like at first, I felt like not a lot of people, but some people were giving us the cold shoulder or not even like acknowledging us when
It's
we
so
would always
sad.
acknowledge them.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
so sad. There's so
Yeah.
many people in the world, let alone Australia. There's enough people in the world to make money. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's the.
and I would refer my customers if I couldn't take their order for a certain
I
day.
love that.
would
Oh,
refer
nice.
I
them to
love
somebody else,
that.
you know?
Yeah.
But- yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so good. But honestly, I feel like we have a lot of people that like we support, but there's
Yeah, you guys support a lot.
but we get a lot of love back. There's just
Yeah.
like we know a few that don't, but it doesn't really bother us.
Yeah. I mean, it would
Like-
be nice. Like,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, we just got to keep doing ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always going to be like that, though. Hey,
Yeah.
in anything, in any
Yeah.
business,
Yeah.
Do you think it's the kind of desperation to like make
get
it
themselves. I think so.
that they
Yeah.
kind of like think it's coming off their plate?
Yeah, I think so. And then just that mentality of I'm going to the top no matter who I have to cut off or
cross
you know?
or something. Yeah.
It's
But it's like, man, we can all eat and like all do what we do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, man, we're such big believers in supporting everyone. Like,
Yeah.
even if they don't do the same for us, we still show love at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we're just gonna put everyone's name talking about guys.
I mean, I would.
Yeah, no, there's so many, especially poly businesses that are out there doing similar stuff, and we like seeing their stuff. And it doesn't matter to me. Everybody in gift boxes, they're all going to be similar in one way or another because we're making gift boxes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter to me. It
Yes.
really doesn't. Yeah.
So is this your guys' full-time job?
No.
Yeah. So you both
wow.
work as
He
well?
wishes.
Yes.
Never
We
get
love
paid.
that.
Let's show suspect. Make it happen as well.
Sponsor them.
Keep the tips coming.
Another tip times 10.
He still works Monday to Friday. But yeah, for me at home, it's the kids.
Yeah.
And all this, yeah.
So how do you find time for yourselves? Like,
Yeah, like with each other.
yeah.
And I think we've realised there's none.
That's life. That's true.
As long as we're breathing and we're still waking up and we're still next to each other, then
Love
that's
that.
our time.
Yeah.
It really is crazy with the kids, like especially when they're so close in age.
Yeah.
And I remember my grandma used to always tell me, it's good to have your kids close in age because you raise them together, they go through everything together. Then once they're older, then everything's so easy.
Yeah.
Like they never said anything about the hard part.
Like, you figure it out.
Yeah.
So how is it with you having like, so your youngest is 1?
Yes.
Yeah. So how is that balancing everything? Like, do you take them with you when you do deliveries or?
Yeah, a lot of the times.
Wow. Yeah.
You make them pack the stuff as well. Eh?
Soon.
CEO's overpacking.
I'm the lenient parent, he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that will make them get involved and start to learn things early. I'm like, they're just kids, leave them alone. They just want to watch YouTube.
Yeah. I'd be the same as you. Kids, come on.
Yeah, our December orders, our older two helped us pack our boxes
Oh,
Nice, that's cool.
and
yeah.
lolly boxes. So we had our order for Mia and Co.
Oh, shout
yeah,
out to me
shout
and
out.
Co. Love.
We had
Yeah.
an order for her two sons' birthday, and it was 120 buckets.
Whoa.
So the whole family was on
Was
that
in
one.
on it, yeah.
Mum, dad, mother-in-law.
Yeah.
our
They get a
two older
cut.
kids.
They got a lolly. No.
Some mollies and some
Leftover shredded paper.
On the ground.
And
And
we always try to look after them as much as we can.
fuck,
whenever we can give
120
back.
buckets.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And during this whole business venture, was there a point, like when was the point where you actually saw this happening?
Yeah.
Like, you know, at the start sometimes it's very doubtful. You're unsure.
I think it was the Father's Day first, because we really thought we'd be lucky to get like 20 orders.
Yeah.
And then we thought it was just like a one-off thing because it was Father's Day.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it just kept going, and I was like,
That's so good.
yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, we have to come up with new stuff. It's still going. The page hasn't died yet.
Love that.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even like tell our work friends and stuff. Like, order from someone else. That busy.
Yeah.
With that busy, I'm like, just order from someone else.
Yeah.
Do you ever get nervous with the way you put everything into a box if like the customers might not like it or might not be happy?
That was me with his IDs.
Yeah. What was your ideas?
Or he would add stuff and take stuff out and
Yeah.
put something else in. I'm like, they didn't want that. He's like, they're going to like it. I'm like, no, they're not. That's what, they want what they asked for.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're paying money for what they asked for. He's like, you stress too much. Go and have a cigarette.
Was that a hint? Are we going outside?
That's his line for everything. He's
Yeah.
like, you stress too much. Go and have a cigarette. He's like, have a break. Calm down. And because I think I just told him the other week, I think I'm so used to stress now that I'm addicted to stress.
Oh, yeah.
Like I have to be doing something, or when I'm not, I feel like something's bound to happen. Something needs to go wrong or something.
Yeah.
This is something. And then I would just, like I broke down, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I told him, stuff the page, I don't care anymore.
Wow.
But I
Yeah.
think it's because we hadn't had a proper rest yet since December.
Yeah. It's just been flat out.
Yeah, and then I'll be tired, but I'll just tell myself I'm all right. But that's also my fault because he'll be like, it's 11 o'clock, go to sleep, you're going to have to get up at 5. I'm like, no, I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm alright, I'm talking to the customers.
And then he'll just keep going, and I think the sleepless nights just caught up with it.
Yeah.
And then once I got to sleep, and then the next one is like, okay, I'm ready for new boxes. We've got new styles coming. It's like,
Nice. Yeah. Do you want to talk about a bit about you, like how you were like saying you were over and you wanted to quit? Like,
yeah, I think it was I think it was myself like I just made myself stress.
Yeah.
Because I'll just keep taking on orders because I would really feel bad to say no to somebody. Like that's my business I started, and now I'm gonna say I can't take your order.
yeah.
And and I think it was just the sleepless nights.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to do this page anymore. I don't care about it.
So did you stay off for a bit?
No.
Or
Oh,
you
wow.
still
You
stayed
got
on?
back into it.
Nice.
Because I did not post for a little bit, but that's because we were trying to work on the website that we still haven't launched, that we said that we're going to launch like 2 weeks ago. And then just wanted to go and start a Loy Horsey page.
I've seen that.
Yeah, so
I've
add
never
more stress
tasted
to my
horse,
life.
but I'm gonna order.
You have to. It really tastes like chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've
if you
heard so
don't
many
like it,
people
I'll
say
just
that.
give your money back.
No.
It really does.
No, she's
Yeah.
going to give you $100 tip.
Wow, I'm not that
no, you
rich.
have to
Hit up
wait.
suspect.
We're making them next week, so I'll give you guys some to try.
Yeah, let
Oh,
us
you're
know.
so
Yeah.
cute.
You have to try it.
You love horse, eh?
I haven't tasted it yet. No, we went in bought the horse, but it was frozen. Then we just went back to Macca's.
Did you buy it?
But my brother took the horse home,
Yeah.
yeah, because my
What,
brother
you
always
ordered off
orders
somebody?
it. Yeah, I can't remember
And it
his
was
name.
frozen?
Yeah, I think he was saying one of the boys' mum makes it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and my brother forgot to get it the day before, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
So
I
they
think it
would've
was
left it in the
down
fridge.
Livo ways as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't remember the area, but
They probably would have left it in the fridge because if you don't, it goes off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the coconut cream.
Oh, yeah. The dairy.
Do you do chili on it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But just a little touch
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't like chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone has a different balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And I didn't want to tell me if you want chili, tell me if you don't, because no.
Yeah.
Everyone
I'm already
Yeah.
stressing.
I touch up chili.
yeah.
So, did you say you've started an Instagram page for that?
Yes.
What is it called?
Stallion.packs.
Ooh, love the name.
Should
Yeah.
be stress packs. She's adding
Bye.
stress.
I didn't want to put horsey or horse in the name because
Yeah.
it just sounds a bit off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too forward.
Yeah.
So everyone that eats horse, hit them up.
100.
Show
We'll
'em some
be
love.
we'll be eating it on the channel. Doing,
Yes.
I always forget how to say it, mukbangs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should do
Yeah,
one.
oh
That
my
should be our first
You can.
vegetarian. I forgot.
You can eat the
You can
hair
have
of
the
the horse.
cassava.
Yeah, what does it come with?
Cassava.
Oh, yeah, I'll eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
By
cassava.
itself. No.
Yeah, and just to go back a little bit about that kind of, he kind of fell off and needed time to yourself.
Yeah.
For people that just started their business and they're going through the same thing, can you kind of give them advice or maybe a couple of steps on how to get out of that hole?
Honestly, you still got to take a break at the end of the day. I don't know if you take a day off or take a weekend off every so often, because it is exciting seeing the orders coming in, but at the end of the day, you're draining yourself out.
Yeah.
And you've got to look after yourself first, which what I've only learned starting this. I got to take a break as well,
Yeah.
so that I can be happy with my customers and deliver something that I'm happy with, and not just rushing orders
Yeah.
and rushing stuff. Yeah. So take a break.
Yes. Take a
Nice.
break, guys.
Good,
Take care of
yes.
yourselves.
Do you
Honestly.
have anything to add on to that?
Yeah, just spend time away from the whole business. A day every week or 2 days every week. just to not think about it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you freshen up and get back into it.
Because you drain yourself out so much that you're not the only one that's drained out. You affect the people around you.
Yeah.
You know? And for me, it was our kids, because I would take so many orders at the start because I was so excited. But my kids hated it. They're like, oh, another order, Mum. Oh, another order, Mum. Oh, when? And then I'm like, oh, they're like, what are you doing, Mum? Like, another order. Oh, yeah, another order. And, yeah.
Our
And
kids and our babysitters, our
Yeah.
mum,
Yeah.
our mums and our parents.
Shout out
Yeah.
to the parents,
Yeah.
big
Shout out to
supporters,
the
eh?
supporters.
So if you
Yeah,
don't take a break, it just works the way down. You know, it stresses out yourself,
yeah.
family.
Yeah.
True that, eh? Like, I'm doing this podcast. Like, sometimes we're doing it so much that we don't even get time to hang out with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just relax, because we're always like, if we're relaxing, we're saying, podcast this, podcast that.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's good when we do have our own time and we're not speaking about it or thinking about it.
yes.
We can just enjoy like,
I
our
love,
company.
like, especially when we
You
hang
love not
out.
seeing them?
No. Like, when we hang out and, like, we can tell we're talking about just the podcast, and it's like, man, we used to, like, just chill before, like, podcasts. So, like, that's why we try and always remember, like, just always having that bond there, and, like, just having fun and enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
Like we
So
were friends
important.
first before.
Yeah.
Before this, yeah, that, I was going to say that. And it'd be so much fun.
Barely.
Clothing with Capiso. Done Capiso, and then the podcast as well.
Yeah, it gets a lot, because especially what you were doing, I used to do that so much, and the team would just be like, you know what I mean? We're all going to be stressed out because of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I used to be like, fuck, so what? So what, you wanted to get into business? No sleep, but nah, yeah, it's not sustainable. It's not healthy as well.
Yeah.
Maybe like, here and there you can do it,
Yeah.
but like, it's not good to do it all the time.
Yeah, no, that was me to him. I'm like, we started this, so let's just make the goal that we're just going to take on everything and anything we can do. And then, that's anything, and Jesse was just nothing but cry. I was tired.
Yeah.
Crying on the highway.
These boxes, unpack your own boxes.
No, yeah.
Nice.
But it's such a hard thing when you got that much urgency to succeed, to take on like what your team wants as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just so focused, like you want it so bad, and then ends up doing
And
damage.
do you realize sometimes that when you want something to happen so bad, so fast, that you actually work better when you just take a step back and think properly?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We've done it plenty of times.
Plenty of, like, we've had so many breaks since we started, but I feel like we're finally finding our feet in this season.
Yeah.
Like, I know the boys have had their times where, like, they were just over and wanted to quit.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
What are you talking about? I love this podcast.
I thought you're leaving. No.
Please keep me in
No, but like, I think as well in your own personal lives, it's so important to make sure you're all right before you go and, like, especially with what we do, like giving advice and speaking on taboo topics, like we gotta like preach that to ourselves as well. Yeah. So it's like, it's so hard, and especially last year, we were just everywhere, like everywhere.
That's come such a long way, like from when I watched the videos at the start, even like just even the scenery, and then now to here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Honestly,
thanks for that.
yeah.
We try.
No, but we're so happy to have you on.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
No,
No, thank you guys.
Thank you for the
It's so
gifts
cool.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Yeah, can we just say who they are again?
Yes, so we got Lettice Slices
Yeah.
by Flo.
Do you want to hold it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With her Valentine's drop.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a bit strawberries melted. Yeah, can open it.
Because she took the long way. Oh my
And we got some
god.
G-Code shirts, so shout out to G-Code.
Yes, I
Oh my
haven't.
gosh, how cute!
You want to hold that up?
Oh yes.
Thanks for my shirt also. Appreciate that, bro.
No, honestly, thank you guys so much.
And then just some.
Yes. All right, Mihaka. Look at him modeling everything. Let's go.
Some vapes
Oh, wow.
from Cracker Vapes.
Who's the vape? Sorry.
Cracker vape.
Shout out to Cracker
Cracker
Vapes.
That's shy.
Instagram.
There we go. Look at all those flavors.
Bags choosing mine first. No.
They're $10 each.
Look at him, he's choosing.
Hit him up.
How
Yeah,
many
Yeah.
puffs?
800.
Oh my gosh, we got a new supplier.
Oh, they just ran out as well.
We always look for the cheap one. There's a lot of bitches out there. They like oversell, like
Yeah.
overprice them.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen some same price as a packet
So
of cigarettes.
much, guys.
Yeah.
Boy,
Thank
and
you
I'm
so
just
much.
like, that's just for the like $300 puffs. I'm
Yeah.
like, bitch.
But you know, I just remind myself that's their hustle. So
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Damn, shout out to those brands.
Have you ever? Sorry, I got another question. When you first started, were you digging in from your own pockets? And how did that work out with you? Like, did you profit from your first?
no.
Wow.
I just we made the price. Then we just when we put it up, we just asked for a 50% deposit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then that was their order, and then the other half was our profit.
Okay.
Wow.
I know because I did ask. I was like, how do these businesses like
Yeah.
not have to touch their own pockets?
Yeah.
And then that was the only way to start.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Investing into yourselves.
Yeah.
And now look how far you have come.
Yeah.
Ah, you
We
made
just
it on
gotta
the
charge on
podcast.
deliveries now, guys.
It's made on this massive podcast. Isn't it?
Oh, yuck. Gross. We are not massive at all.
It is like when some friends would ask, like, "Oh, what was your exciting news to announce this week?" I was like, "Oh," because I didn't want to announce it on the page yet, and so I would just talk to them privately. I was like, "Oh, we're going on. Have you heard of the podcast From the Ground Up?" Like, I'm sure, but I don't want to be kind of like, "Oh, we're going on From the Ground Up." Have you heard of that podcast From the Ground? Like, oh my gosh, yes. And they're like, "That's so massive." Like, yeah, so they're all excited, waiting to see the.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah, shout out. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Is there
Thank
any sorry, is there any small businesses or like businesses out there that you wanna like show some love to and give some shout outs to?
No. I'm here for myself.
Shout out to you, yes.
Yeah, just everyone we brought here already. G-Code, Cracker Vapes, Lattice Slices,
Yes.
by Flow. Who's the other one? Me and Co.
Yes,
Yes.
we love me and Co.
Yes,
Shout
we do.
out.
And I also want a
Cosmic
waist trainer.
Sweets. Yeah, Savvy Meals.
Oh
You guys have
yes.
to try their food.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
We should do a mukbang.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we should
Guys,
all
yeah.
with some alcohol. Yes.
Let's do that. No driving.
These are all our close
They're all family.
Oh,
Oh
man.
Much love, man.
And
This is
they're-
great.
they support us so much. So
No, shout out to all of you and thank you so much for everything.
no,
These deserve it, man. These are killing it.
Yeah, you are
the
killing it,
extras.
honestly.
Oh, damn.
I'm killing myself.
Yeah.
it's sometimes awkward to take compliments.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
that's
No,
me.
yeah.
Like, oh yeah, that's me. Thank
I
you.
get
I'm
so
killing it.
awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we're quite similar. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
but
oh,
no, we
thanks.
appreciate.
Yeah. Like we're so grateful, but we're just like, yeah.
I don't know how to express it.
thanks.
Sometimes.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, but we appreciate it heaps.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
It's-
Can I just ask, who made your guys' t-shirts?
This one was made by one of my cousins. She hasn't started a page yet, but her name is Sane.
Oh, shout
Ooh,
out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Because I'm loving the shirts.
Yeah.
And this one was our Christmas present from
Oh.
from Florence.
Oh,
Lattice Slices,
how cute.
Shout out.
Wait,
And I
how
see the
cute.
phone case you got her. That
Yeah.
who did that?
For Noon Designs.
Oh, okay, I'll get that off.
It's a Lebanese lady out of Bankstown.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay.
Love that.
Yeah.
I need a new one. Thank you, Niva.
Bella is buying it. Suspect tip.
Yeah, $150 tip.
Wait, are you still doing? Are you selling?
Bongs? No.
Oh, okay.
No, we didn't
Never
end
say
up going
never.
through because
Yeah.
they said that we wouldn't get any shipment till November because of
Oh,
COVID. Because
yeah.
it was in April when we just went on lockdown.
Shit,
Yeah.
that's way too long for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
By
what?
the
You,
time it gets here, somebody else has already started that idea.
Yeah.
After this podcast,
Yeah, I swear, after this, someone's
everyone
gonna
cut this part out.
It's not any of you three.
No, we'll give you cut.
from the ground up.
blow it up, blow it up.
From the ground up.
Name one after your kids.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine a bong made out of a coconut.
That's a good
That's
idea.
different.
I'm like, it's doable.
Let's
mean-
just say I've tried it.
I did it out of an orange.
Anything you can think of, I've done it.
All right, smoke dog.
No, but I'm being serious. I have tried one out of a coconut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. But yeah.
Did you ever smoke or like was it just?
Choose one. Talk.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
No.
He's like,
No,
nah, not me.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But a lot of my friends and they all smoke. So
Yeah.
they all smoke now. They're smoking vapes.
Everyone's on these.
Cracker.
Everyone's on these.
I like them when I'm out. I had it once when I was out, and I went home with more than half of my packet of cigarettes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which normally I don't.
You know what?
I should try it.
I know I said that I don't smoke them, but I think I might because they're there.
The cracker vapes, he used to spend $300 on ciggies a week.
The guy who started
Yeah,
the
now
page.
he
Yeah.
buys a packet every 2 weeks.
Wow.
No way. That's so good.
Gosh, alright. Alright, might have to give it a go. Because Optimums are so expensive.
Yeah.
And he was, his ciggies are like 46.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I couldn't. Well, not now anyway.
I think Optimums are like, the price on 30s is like 53 now.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And then for 40s is like almost 70.
Yeah, okay, so you know what? I remember when I was in high school, it was like $10.50 for
Yes.
a 25 pack.
Yeah.
How much was it for you? Because you're older.
I didn't start smoking until I finished high school. Like
Oh, wow.
the day I finished high school, I thought I was grown up.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I told my grandma, I want a cigarette. She's like, okay, here. And I started smoking
Is that what
again.
your grandma said?
Yeah. That's actually, she's like, it's better you're smoking in the house than a bushfire starts because you were hiding from your parents.
Oh,
Yeah.
see that? We love that.
And then I still wasn't ready to tell my mum. My mum got home from work that same afternoon. And my grandma just brought us, she's like, hey, Bucky smokes. It's better her smoking in here than the bushfire happening somewhere.
Thank you.
But yeah, but back then, I was smoking Long Beach.
Oh,
Yeah, and it was $9 for like a 30 packet at our corner shop.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like $9.50, then it went up to $10.
I was
Yeah,
born in the
and
wrong
then-
era.
Just kept going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about on Instagram? Do you have a lot of people that write into you, like other businesses that write into you?
Yes.
Nice.
Which is heaps good.
We talk to everyone.
yeah.
Business and messages.
And then, yeah.
Yous do.
Yeah.
Yous are so responsive and I love it. And it's like
Yeah.
so genuine as well.
Oh, 100.
He would, at the start, he was like, oh, why do you have to reply straight away?
Oh my gosh, me.
Because I'm on the phone 24/7.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm always the one replying.
Yes, that's me.
And it's these two. They're like, oi, Nivs, does the inbox?
My phone's
I'm
broken.
like,
Broken for a year now.
Yeah, only because at the start I would reply to orders, and then one time I asked him to reply to an order, and his response was like,
Yes, sweet, $80.
and I'm like, at least say hi. And then there was another one. What did you say? I just find him so rude. I'm like, if someone wrote to you like that, you'd start swearing back at them. It's just so blunt. And
yeah.
Just straight to it.
yeah. So,
Customer service has gone better.
CEO's getting there. Yeah, nice. Who's one of your favorites that's wrote into you?
Our favorite, like it's like our, what do you call it? Our big sister, big brother business is Lettuce Slice.
Oh,
Shout out.
shout out, man. So much support.
yeah.
Shout out.
No, yeah, they're big supporters. They've always tried to push us, like, no matter what. And if I wanted to drop a box, I'd send it to her before I upload it. And she's like, you don't need to send it to me. You can upload it, you got this. And, you know.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. But, yeah. all of our family, especially the ones in small business too. And but yeah, there's so many of them, but which we appreciate that there's so much support from other businesses,
Yeah.
small businesses. Yeah.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks again for coming by. It's great to hear you guys' story.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
sure
so good to meet you guys.
I know, finally, yay.
Like we talk about you all the time.
Oi, I was telling him, I was like, oi, should we drink on this podcast?
It would have gone so different.
Would have thought.
It would have been a 5-minute interview and then we're leaving.
Because you just had a fight. No.
Oh my gosh, no, but we've enjoyed our time with Fuse.
100.
Thank you so much for coming on, and we're so. Oh, any future plans coming out or
Yeah,
like?
any future boxes?
Yeah.
coming out
Yeah,
that
well,
you
just
wanna
today
sell?
we were starting to plan Mother's Day,
Mother's Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
when
Okay.
is that again?
May.
May. Okay, sweet. I got a few more paydays.
May and and then we're still trying to decide to do a Song and Father's Day because Song and Father's Day is different too.
Yeah, and it's big too. Hey,
Yeah, it's like the week right after Mother's Day.
Oh, so it's back to back. Yeah.
So no, well, we just hold it off to September.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. We're so excited for those.
Yeah. We're excited to see you grow some more.
Yes.
So excited for
Likewise.
For
everything.
sure.
Oh, thank you.
So, no shout outs you want to give besides everyone on the table that you're going?
Shout out to everyone, our family, friends. It's been there for us since day one, since August last year. All the support is appreciated heaps, and the page wouldn't be where it is now if it wasn't for everyone. So thank you.
Yes. You have any shout outs?
Oh, just what she said.
$80, mate.
Just shout out to Suspect.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out
Yeah,
to
and
those
if
all.
anybody, I think any advice, if anybody's thinking twice about starting a business, just do it.
Yeah.
You're never going to know unless you start it.
Yeah. Never gonna low.
Just do it.
Yeah. Never gonna learn. No.
Yeah, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. I think definitely you guys will be a blueprint to follow
Oh,
for the next,
100%.
the new gen coming up. So
Yeah.
thanks for putting the hard work in, and this is definitely only the beginning. And we'll definitely
Yes.
get you guys back on.
Yeah.
Yes,
and we need to do that
mukbang.
mukbang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
with some shots.
Bring that low horsey.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for having us,
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for having us.
Thank you so much. You got any shout outs?
Shout out to Capiso.
Yes, I'm wearing mine today.
I'm not.
Yeah. Just shout out to Joy.inside. Shout out to all these great brands that are on the table.
Yes,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yes, shout out to $sign Stally for our artwork again. Thank you very much. That's all I've got.
Yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to all our supporters that keep coming back week in, week out. Shout out to Alfie
Yes.
and Mickey, owners of Greater West Barbers.
And the manager, Martina.
Yes, because we couldn't get through to them today, and she did. So thank you for that. Also, thank you to our guests for coming on. We appreciate you
Yes,
guys
thank
so
you.
much, and we can't wait for this drop to drop. But yes,
Now drop.
everyone, let's do it now.
On the table now.
You know one thing we always laugh at when we watch your podcast, like you guys are always mucking around and full laughing and like
Something
professional.
We're the kids.
Professional guys.
You know what? You're not the first to say that.
Looks like he's gonna, like, looking at you like gonna give you the high.
Oh, he wishes. I'm the one giving hidings around here.
No,
No.
no, no,
Right, I'll just run away. No.
Chase me.
You're not that fast.
Oh, bitch. You see these long legs?
Not you. Not-
Oh, me, oh, bitch. I'll put you over in your wheelchair.
Someone help me. No. Yeah, huh?
Well, is that we're gonna run it straight? No.
Next video, guys.
Nah, but thank you guys. See you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Peace, everyone. Thank yous.